or other items that are able to freeze. It's just one of those off hotels, that range.
Great plateau. Sweet. Ignore that hole for a minute. I'm gonna go down there, but...
This is a concept I do kind of really like in like a game when it uses the same world or something. Is that an area that was early in like the first game is slightly later or something in a sequel?
Yes.
Now, to be fair, as soon as you go to the surface, you literally could go here if you absolutely...
Oh, jeez. Oh, crap.
Wanted to.
Yeah. Everything is trying to kill me.
Oh. Ah.
Just want the one thing, and then we're turning around and going down the hole. Because I'm at a point, and it's starting to kind of get to what I was, bitching about, which is funny, because it's where I was editing, or I was complaining that the game starts to hit that looping problem of you don't get good enough weapons to sort of justify, like, I have all these kind of good, like, mid-sized weapons, but the enemies are just not going to drop. What is making that noise?
Sounded like a bird.
Jesus Christ.
I guess get rid of the wooden shield, the tin, like powerful shield.
Okay.
Is that what you came in here for?
No.
So that does show that this is intended to be a much later area, and it's like, ain't that funny?
Oh.
Oh. That's what was making noise.
Go back. Thankfully these guys...
At least because they're flying, they seem to be really weak.
What was the gimmick? Yes. No, I came back here...
Honestly, kind of underwhelming.
I came back here for a far sillier thing. Gonna keep going up.
You know, when I first heard about Ascension, I thought it was the lamest power. Boy, was I wrong.
There it is! Nostalgic fabric.
Does that... What, does that let you get, like, the tunic from the first...
Oh no! That's in Hyrule Castle.
Oh, for fucking course it is.
Nostalgic fabric is literally the fabric of the glider from the first game, because a lot of people think this glider right here looks ugly.
I don't really see any difference.
It's a little bit darker colored. There's a person who can change glider color. Anyway.
Came all this way for fabric.
Well, we're also over here for...
I know we're over here for the other thing.
What is going on here? The fuck? That is like the biggest stick on the planet.
That's a big boy.
That's a big fucking... No, it's a tiny... Like, it's an elite... Like, black Bokoblin type. As like a chief leader. But he has like a stick with a mushroom on it.
Wait, is that that mushroom that call... Wait, does he have a bounce shroom?
Yeah. Oh! It's one of the... Oh, no, it's one of the armored guys. Oh, damn it. Yeah, reload. They have armor on. I hate the armored enemies because you need a heavy weapon to break through the armor. It's a really big stick with a bounce shroom on it, but because of the way enemy thresholds work. Just want to see what my averages are. They have a layer of armor.
Any day now.
Looks like I pulled it off in one shot.
Yes. And now his weapon's on fire.
Oh, I can actually...
I think they did like half or...
Oh,
no! He's on fire.
Fire.
So one more of those, if he gets caught on fire, should kill him. Sturdy long stick.
That's what I thought.
And you can't carry anything else.
Did he die?
Yeah. You yeeted him away.
What did he... Alright, reset. One of the drops, but I don't know where the... Oh, damn it. Might reset. So, bomb arrows work, and it blows off the armor, catching him on fire, because they're not technically that tough, considering that if I could just bonk him, we'll go in a hole in it. Okay. Yeah. Got the armor. Go to my 12. Scroll all the way over. Bomb. Blow up. Move away. On fire. Blow him up. He's more on fire. Good. Oh yeah, there were multiple. Oh. Hey, buddy. Worth it. Yeah, that's literally what I was hoping for. You just ignore that. other guy.
Yeah, we just ignore him.
Okay.
No, Snowball Bomb. Arrows aren't effective. If you have something that can freeze, you could use that to create an ice arrow and then run up and, like, hit the frozen enemy because of how they take more damage when frozen.
Frozen enemies take more damage, and that can be combined into some really good weapons as well.
Yeah.
But the bomb was more to blow off the armor and then chip. Gotta go jump in the freaking hole.
To save before doing that.
Are you freaking serious? Where do you need to go? Oh, fuck off!
Oh. Let's do him later.
You can fuckity fuck off, sir.
So you can figure that out yourself.
Okay, to be fair, it's not technically that bad, but like, Christ. Okay. Don't want to touch any of that. There we go. That's safe. As long as I don't crash.
Great Plateau, North Calum.
This is where I needed to be. Because it's just going to work.
This is like diving in the Labyrinth of Amala in Nocturne. Like, it was the red color that really made me think of that. The dance.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, this
is happening. Now. Should have. God, I have way too many materials. Those light flowers.
I think you just passed it.
Those are the big ones. Not the tassel fruit. It's bloom bud seeds.
Oh, that.
Yeah. There's the controller. Sweet. Yeah, and plenty of other nonsense.
Of course.
Now, generally, they want you to just follow, like, that way. But one of the best ways to do it is to build a very simple like vehicle. Oh, no. Oh.
The wheel will eventually hit the... Yeah, it's...
Yeah.
You might have to flip the wheel sideways and stick the board on it sideways. Like, lay it like at an angle. Yeah, like that. Okay, good.
This is the fucking problem with the building in this game because items apply to physics.
But it's also because it's simple. Something else, if you want to use those wheels, something you could do is try to
Hold on.
actually have the...
No. If I take... Look. Just lean. It's physics. Good. These will work great. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it.
Because the wheel's attached now, it's going to like, can't you just move the...
No.
Just move it
Move. No. Do that. Do this. Aim. Drag that over. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Just need something hard to balance on.
Yeah, there's exactly 4 wheels because they want to teach you. The basics of... Yeah, and once you get time for some all-wheel drive.
Oh, and before that, they are all facing the right way, right?
Yeah, look.
Okay.
They spin with the arrows.
Okay.
Then you literally take a controller. And with this controller...
No, I guess save before doing anything.
Hold on. Hold on. I'm gonna... No, not that. This. These can be attached.
I've heard people say when you attach these, they don't line up. Oh.
What was that now?
Well, okay, it didn't light up on its own. I'm still technically right. You had to, like, you have to physically, you know, attack it.
I could use a bigger one if I wanted slightly more light.
I'd say this amount of light is fine for right now.
Aha, suckers.
Douchebags.
Recharge.
Yeah, don't get off the ride.
Control. Yeah. Big buds are more light, but just the single. Because
I would say that this is fairly okay for right now. Though another thing, like, and I know there will be points where this is possibly kind of difficult. Because of how unswole we are right now, I would recommend to do not fight anything in here. Just run past everything if we can.
there is a...
Well, that and...
There is this forced fight.
I know there is a forced fight, but...
On park.
I don't always, you know, save and whatnot, because I don't know how the hell this game handles the auto-saving.
This is what I came down here for. It's time for the question of the day and my overall thoughts on the topic. So anyway, what is your opinion on the depths? Overall, I think this area is badly designed, and I hate running around in the depths. The main reason I think the area is badly designed is because I don't like the overall gimmick. I get what they were going for, but I think the area is incredibly stupid. First off, I think the area is far too empty at points. When exploring, a lot of the depths are basically full of nothing. And then I really don't like the darkness and gloom gimmick. Like I said in the part, you can use bright bloom seeds to illuminate the area, but I don't like darkness as a gimmick, and we bring this up later. The light roots illuminate a large portion of the depths around them, but I still think darkness is a terrible gimmick to use in a video game to add difficulty, but my main problem is the gloom, because when you become infected by the gloom, you temporarily lose a heart until you cure that corruptive infection, meaning the longer you're in the depths, the more likely you are to end up losing a lot of HP that you cannot get back until you get rid of the effect. And yes, I'm aware that food can be cooked that removes the gloom effect. And yes, I'm also aware that a light root can also cure the effect, or the light of the main overworld, but I still think the gloom effect is artificial difficulty because it makes the area way harder for no reason. And debatably, what I would really consider the true ultimate problem with the depths is this other problem I have with the game design overall, and that's the fact that those soldier spirits are basically the only way to get pristine, non-decayed weapons. I've heard people say that you can get the non-decayed weapons in the main overworld and the sky, but I've never seen them. So I think this was, unfortunately, a rumor that turned out to be false, that everyone promoted like it was true. But this overall problem is more of a problem with the game design, where they basically made it so that the main weapons that you find are basically those decaying weapons. And this is basically because they want you to fuse the weapons to other weapons or objects in order to increase the damage and durability. And after you break a decayed weapon, you can find those soldier spirits in the depths, and they basically give you pristine versions of the weapons, and the pristine versions naturally have a slightly higher damage and generally come with some type of bonus effect, or at the very least, that was more likely, on top of the durability being higher. And this can be augmented by the fusion, making the pristine weapons the go-to weapons to actually use, but this forces the player to explore the depths to basically get weapons that are actually worth using, since all the decayed weapons are basically like the rusted weapons from Breath of the Wild, so their overall durability is low. And I also think it's a band-aid solution to basically tell people, oh, you can just fuse a weapon to a different weapon or to an object to get more durability and slightly increased damage. And yes, I know that the monster parts add a ton of durability and power to a weapon, but I still think that's a band-aid solution for weapon durability, when I feel like the weapon durability in this game should have been higher than the first game, and I don't think the fusion mechanic adding extra durability would have broken the game, since the best durability and damage could have been tied to monster parts, and in my opinion, this basically creates an expendable resource, which I think is fine, but the game designers wanted you to think the weapons were worthless, and they didn't want you to try and keep a single weapon. But this goes back to my main problem with this game and Breath of the Wild. If you use the weapons enemies drop, you normally end up in a scenario where the enemies will drop worse weapons than what you have. However, the monster part fusion can at least somewhat equal out your weapons, but then that becomes a weird resource management thing where you basically need to sacrifice materials in order to get around the god-awful weapon drops. And this bothers me because I feel like the weapon durability should have been higher, and I shouldn't need to go into the depths to hope for some good RNG to get a pristine version of a weapon I like. This is why I don't mind leaving my game on an earlier version so I can abuse a easy weapon duplication glitch, so I can duplicate the champion weapons, because the champion weapons, when fused to monster parts, have a ton of durability and actually feel like the amount of durability the basic weapons in the game should have had, and the champion weapons should have been double that, or all the champion weapons should have been exactly like the Master Sword, where they break, but basically end up on a cooldown timer and come back. However, I will be this person. The champion weapons and the Master Sword, ideally, should have been a weapon set that basically have no durability, and then the durability could have been 100% based on the fusion, meaning if you fuse a material, that will break off, but the weapon will never go into a cooldown. This forces you to use materials, which I think is a good balance, but at least their overall durability is really good, and basically where I think the base game weapons should have been. But I turned this question into a rant, and it's been almost 10 minutes. So you can leave your thoughts, opinions, and answers in the comments, or you can leave them on social media. All of my social media links, as well as my Discord links, are in the video description. Now, as always, I really need to be a shill for a minute. If you subscribe to the channel, and if you follow me on social media, that really helps our communities grow. But anyway, I hope you all enjoyed the video, and I hope I will see you all next time. So, as always, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, everybody. I hope you come back someday. See you later.